New wing, new side pods. Any changes to the floor?
Nothing the 8 other drivers wouldn't have figured out.
That's why they call me Lucky Number 9.
Listen, it's been a while since you've driven there, mate, yeah? The balance on these cars are tricky, so be careful turn 1 and 9. Won't want to see you get hurt.
How about we set a reasonable target? Give me the same setup as him. If I can't post a lap time within a second of JP's, then I will promptly see myself out, and you're free to take a shot at Lucky Number 10. 10?
10.
10.
Who's JP?
Cross round on Brooklands, easy on Lafayette, up to Woodcake, hard out in Cobb, and be careful on the curb. Default mode, settings 1 to 2, back to 3. Differential 1 through 4, DRS.
Okay, let's see what you got.
If he raced with Ruben, he raced with Schumacher, with Senna.
Right, Sonny, I'm not saying it's been a while since you've been in an F1 car, but, you know, it's been a while since you've been in an F1 car, so take it easy on this outlap and just get gently acquainted with the car, eh? Right, that is solid stuff, mate. I like it. Now I want to see if we can get you within a second of Joshua's time, so let's push now.
You okay?
Yep, all good. Yeah, she's got something.
Yeah, you mean had something.
But definitely snappy in the high-speed corners. Unpredictable in the lows. Had trouble with the rears, turns 14, 16.
And the final turn, maybe?
No, that's on me.
What was his lap time?
He passed his entirely self-imposed test by 0.05 of a second.
Huh. Well, it's a start.
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
As once again, it's Max Verstappen, champion of the world. Red Bull, brilliant celebrations for...
You know, I'd sacrificed so much for Formula One. I wouldn't have played it any other way, but Lily was growing up fast. And I'd already retired once. And I did a bit of mentoring for Hali just to keep myself busy. And well, before I knew it, I was team principal at Connorsport, and it just took over my life again. I think with F1, I was an addict. And I was missing more birthdays, school plays, stupid stuff. Really important stuff. So, yeah, I think Devon did me a favor. For once, I felt I was exactly where I needed to be. And I wasn't going anywhere.
Hey, boss. Got a couple of minutes? Could you take a look at this, please?
Terrific day here in Melbourne so far. Loving the action, but I would say not loving the lack of surprises.
A bit predictable, yeah, you're right, Crofty, with Red Bull. They've hit the ground running here in Melbourne. The car looks like a dream to drive. The one thing that surprised me, though, this weekend is that Connorsport haven't really been there. In qualifying, they weren't there, and in the race today as well.
You're not wrong, Ant, but look, Jackson's just made a late stop here, so maybe he can salvage something.
OK, ahead and let's go. See if you can go and get them. Push, push.
Understood.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds. Okay, clear. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.6 seconds. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Tough one, that. But good points. Good job.
Well, there you have it. A fresh start for everyone here in Melbourne. But is it the start that they would have wanted? Well, for many teams, I think the answer will be no.
Yeah, Red Bull establishing themselves early on, which should come as no surprise. It will be fascinating, though, to see if any other team can step up and keep pace with them this year.
Yeah, an intriguing start to this 2025 season. I can't wait to see what it brings. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today.
The board won't do anything extreme.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Let me draft something for you, Devon. Leave it with me.
Right, I just want a couple of minutes of your time, then I'll hand you over to Andrea. We have the resources this season. We've got a great team, and we've got my expertise to guide us. I don't know how else to tell you, but we have to make another title run.
Shame we don't have the guy who led us in the title race last season.
You let it go, Cal. Casper doesn't want to come back.
I'm not surprised.
They were at each other constantly. They never really reconciled over Davidoff. Callie was still angry about Casper. Yeah, it was rough.
Okay, so it'll be a two-stop.
Yeah, you can tell Mike you absolutely can play over the dog leg on a third because I've done it, mate. Yeah. Ciao, man. You saying?
The data suggests we are looking at a two-stop race. We think Red Bull will do the same, so we are relying on your performance, okay?
Why not go for a one-stop?
Devon, the data says...
Yeah. Listen, you don't beat Red Bull by copying them. Go for a one-stop with a long second stint. I've spoken to the strategist. Trust me, it's going to work.
We have a plan. We go with the data.
It's worth considering.
Seriously? Who do you want to side with, Aiden? The guy who spent weeks formulating strategy and analysing data, or the guy who's desperately trying to do 3 different jobs at the same time?
You got something to say, Cal?
Who are you trying to be, Dev? The CEO of Butler Global? The owner of Connorsport Racing? Or the team principal?
I have to look after all of it. It's kind of my job now.
Just because Dad told you to doesn't mean you should.
What I say goes.
But you don't drive the car anymore, Dev. So I think when we're on the track, we go with Andrea's plan, the plan that's actually backed by the data. Aiden?
Yeah,
Jackson, don't you dare.
You don't win a race on a hunch, Dev.
She's got a point. Sorry.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. 2 stop, as discussed. Thank you, everyone. I'll be in the garage in a few minutes. Find me if you need me. I welcome your ideas. You know that. But this division is bad for the team. You should speak to me first.
You think I'm doing too much?
Yes.
Was that it?
Callie's right.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Okay, so that safety car wasn't too helpful for us. We are going to need you to hang on to these tyres right until the end now, please, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Yeah, I know, copy that. But there isn't much we can do about that. Let's focus and see if we can hold off those that are coming up behind.
I'll try.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.6 seconds. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Okay, so that safety car wasn't too helpful for us. We are going to need you to hang on to these tyres right until the end now, please, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Yeah, I know, copy that. But there isn't much we can do about that. Let's focus and see if we can hold off those that are coming up behind.
I'll try.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.3 seconds. The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Okay, so that wasn't too helpful for us. We are going to need you to hang on to these tyres right until the end now, please, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Yeah, I know, copy that. But there isn't much we can do about that. Let's focus and see if we can hold off those that are coming up behind.
I'll try.
Okay, gap ahead, 4.1 seconds. Come on. Okay, so that safety car wasn't too helpful for us. We are going to need you to hang on to these tyres right until the end now, please, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Yeah, I know, copy that. But there isn't much we can do about that. Let's focus and see if we can hold off those that are coming up behind.
I'll try.
Use your overtake button for more power. We need to push. Okay, well, it wasn't to be this time, but not to worry. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's focus. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Hali, what an impressive drive that was today. The safety car came out at just about the worst time, but she hung on, really impressively turning it into a good result.
It's what a good driver has to do, Crofty, make the best out of a bad situation. It clearly wasn't their plan, but she managed her tyres beautifully there at the end.
And managed it to the extent that Connor Sport now move into third place, just behind Ferrari in the standings. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Hali, that safety car really did.
Yeah, it was tough out there today, and I could really feel the tyres giving up towards the end. I just focused on keeping the input smooth, reducing the strain as much as possible. It wasn't a great place to find myself in, but I'm pleased with what I achieved, given the circumstances.
And congratulations are in order. Connor Sport are now third in the Constructors. How...
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a really big deal. We're desperate to be in the same conversation as the big teams and prove ourselves out there on the track. It's a really strong start to the season, and I think it just shows how far we've come as a team. Now we've just got to focus on maintaining the same level as the season progresses.
How important was this race for you personally, given such...
You know, it's just one race. I'm my own harshest critic, so for me to be really happy, I need to start stringing a few of those results together. There's still a lot of work I can do and a lot more for the team to improve.
Well, a good showing today, and that is despite the controversy about a potential deal with Harmonia. Tell me...
Yeah, it is a bit distracting. Obviously, I don't live under a rock. I have read what everyone else has, and it does raise a lot of questions. It's important to me that the sport stands for something, but my job ultimately is to drive, so I have to have faith that these decisions are being made for the right reasons.
Finally, about the Eichenberger ad campaign with your dad, being released in acrimony.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. My relationship with Dad is complicated, so, you know, it's for me to manage that. And obviously, it's a bit of a mix between personal and business. I just wish I was consulted.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Kelly. Kelly!
What?
If this is gonna work, you're gonna have to start listening to me.
I'm the one that needs to listen.
The one stop was the right call.
It was a hunch. We got lucky.
Connor Sport can't afford to have a driver that's constantly fighting the owner.
Right, so first you fire Casper, and now it's me. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm not afraid to make changes.
Threatening my career to keep a check on me. Now, why does that feel familiar?
Don't make this about him.
Then stop acting like him.
The whole world is comparing me to the old man. And now it seems my own sister's joining the act. Great.
You inherited the empire. The business goes to you, all to you, and yet somehow you're the victim.
You think this is easy for me?
No, I just think it's all about you.
It's about the team, Callie. Listen to me. This season must be a success.
It's your team, Dev, so whatever you want.
You know what? You're right. It is my team. I did inherit the empire. So that means you do what I say next time.
How about you work with the team?
I own the team!
But you're not part of it. What is your official role? You keep trying to do Andrea's job. You're throwing mad ideas out there, hoping to get lucky, and then disappearing off to take phone calls every 5 minutes. You are all over the place, Dev. You are panicking. And panicking doesn't win titles.
I need to take this. Mike.
Oh, you're a joke.
Hello, mate. Yeah, no, amazing, yeah.
It was too much. Constant fights between Devon and Callie. I took it upon myself to get them talking again, outside of official Connor Sport business.
And how did that go?
Just let them adjust the camber cow, take it out next practice, see how it feels. It's no big deal.
It's not your call, Devon.
Look, if we have a good weekend, we overtake Ferrari. I'm just trying to... Oh! No. Hello, mate. All right. Yeah, I was just about to call you about that, actually. That's
Callie, all right, buddy?
Buddy?
Yeah, buddy, buds, compadre.
Looks like the Aiden bot has finally malfunctioned. Are you all right?
Just saying hello.
You're being weird, Aiden. What's going on?
You should talk to him.
Who?
Your brother?
You know what he's like. He's difficult.
Callie, it's important. Look,
I'm
you
getting
can't
a
just...
drink. Do you want a drink? Coffee? Smoothie?
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
How's the weather looking? I mean, I'm no weatherman, but I am expecting it to ease off at some point. I'm going to let you know when to come in. You just keep your head down. Copy that. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres. The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. Green flag. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Weather's changing now, you might want to review our strategy. Alright, consensus in the garage is that it's probably about time for the slick tyre now. It's going to be slippery, but it'll probably be quicker. Weather's changing now, we're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box. Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Push, push, use your overtake button, let's go. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. And gap to the car in front, 3.4 seconds. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, mate, we didn't get what we needed there, I'm afraid. But head down, chin up, and let's focus on the rest of the race. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home. Unlucky. Good effort, let's keep pushing.
A very strong showing from Connor Sport here in rain-soaked Barcelona. Looks like Ferrari will drop a place in the Constructors now as Connor Sport move into second place behind Red Bull.
Yeah, we're starting to see what they were capable of last season when they briefly topped the standings. Can they push for the top again? We'll see.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Hey,
Aiden, what can I do for you?
Listen, I just spoke to Hali.
At least someone is.
Yeah, no, it's just that she said that she wanted to talk to you.
Really?
She just bumped into her. She said that
Jackson, mate, it's a noble effort, yeah? You can't play a butler.
I wasn't. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, did you honestly think this was going to work, this little plan of yours? Huh?
Until he said no.
Yeah, I think so. Jackson, next time, try and make it believable, yeah?
You know the last thing that Davidoff said to me? Keep an eye on those two. He knew. He knew that the team wouldn't work if Devon and Hali weren't getting along. Plus, you can't play butler? I guess I took it personally.
Pens? I didn't know we did pens. Did you know we did pens? Should get one for my desk.
Nobody uses pens anymore, Dev.
Where is Andreo?
Just give him a minute.
Nope, I'm gonna head.
Oh, I'll tell him you have to take a call.
Will you stop? You know, this whole thing would be a lot easier if you were just a bit more understanding.
Easier for you.
What are you talking about? You have my support.
Support?
Yes, you know that.
Wow.
What?
You have never been more distracted than you are right now. There is always something more important to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got quite a lot on at the moment.
Okay, so where is the support you talk about, Dev? Because I haven't seen it.
Come on, Cal, you're fine.
How would you know?
I mean, Dad's death didn't affect you like it affected me, for a start.
So it's about Dad now.
Well, I mean, you weren't sad. You didn't grieve. For all I know, you were happy about it.
If you had asked me, then you wouldn't have to guess.
If you were upset, I would have asked you.
Do you even care?
Of course I care.
Evidently not.
Cal? You okay?
Fine.
Hey. Look. I didn't know you. You should have told me. Hey. I'm sorry.
Tell me about the business.
Ugh. You don't want to know.
I mean it. Why is it so difficult?
Business is in trouble, Cal. Like, serious trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Buying Connor Sport nearly bankrupted Butter Global. It's on a knife edge. We can't go public.
What?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. It's weird. It's like the company's only as rich as people think it is. And if any of this gets out, then the whole thing falls to pieces.
And you've been keeping this all a secret?
Andrea knows. He's been helping me with the board. They could just sell up, balance the books. We're not in a strong position.
So, Dad bought Connor Sport and then left you to clean up the mess?
We are where we are. Classic Dad.
And the only way to prove Connor Sport's value is to make a run for the title. Do we have to win?
Can't argue with first place. Oh. You can tell Andrea I had to take this.
Do what you gotta do.
Mikey! How are you, bud? Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sounds nice.
Here comes Callie Mayer, all over the rear wing of Liam Lawson. Down the Old Maid Straight we go, towards Cobbs, and she's going for it, and she sends herself and Liam Lawson spinning out of the race.
Ah, dear, oh dear. Just wonder, could Lawson have done anything different there? Well, is it all on Mayo? It was a late move. Oh, I'd love to see that from a different angle.
It was aggressive from Mayer, whichever way you look at it, but there's the end result. Liam Lawson and Callie Mayer out here at Silverstone, and there's Aidan Jackson racing through.
Well, was that Cully? It was. She is okay, but I'm afraid she's out of the race. Copy. Right, push, please, Aidan. I need you to push. Let's see what you can do. Okay, clear. Okay, some information on Norris. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, some information on Norris. The gap is 8 seconds. Okay, some information on Norris. There's a gap of 7 seconds now. Okay, some information on Norris. A 6-second gap separates you. And some information on Leclerc. And some information on Leclerc, and the gap is 2 seconds. And some information on Leclerc. And some information on Leclerc. And some information on Leclerc. Okay, the gap is less than a second. And some information on Leclerc. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Splendid job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, good work. Great pass. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes!
Good effort. Just didn't have the pace today.
Not a bad day then at the office for Aiden Jackson, but let's not forget, his teammate Hali took herself and Liam Lawson out of the race.
Yeah, and I'd had another look at that incident, Crofty, and I do believe that Maya was at fault. It's just a little bit aggressive, and it's really cost her.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Aiden, suffice to say, it was pretty dramatic out there.
It's not about what I want, is it? I mean, look, I want Connor Sport to be bringing in maximum points every race, but that's not the reality of this sport. F1 is unpredictable. People spin out, cars break down, and that's what makes it interesting. You know, dealing with those kinds of incidents, that's what makes this sport exciting.
And by incident, you're of course referring to Callie's move on Lawson. So what did you make of that?
Look, Liam's one of the guys we're chasing, and Callie was trying to make something happen. Look, she likes to push it to the absolute limit, and it's not always going to go her way. On another day, that could have easily been any of us, so... Look, she's had such a great season so far, and today was just so unfortunate.
Well, with Connor Sport still in the hunt, what do you think?
I think they're good, honestly. We're right up there, and, you know, today wasn't perfect, but we can still close the gap to Red Bull. I believe in this car, and I believe in the team. I believe in myself. And we've shown that we can challenge the top teams. But we've also shown that we know how to learn and improve and get the most out of this car, so there's everything still to play for.
Thank you so much for your time.
Go away. Oh, I know. Just spare me the lecture, okay?
What? I have one ready to go. I mean, it's all there for you.
I don't get it, Dev. I really don't. We're working our tails off to try and bail Dad out, and he's not even here. I really thought he knew what he was doing. Why would he risk so much?
Well, I guess he just really wanted to own Connorsport. Another toy to show off to his mates at the yacht club.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just came here to tell you you're an idiot.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and that, you know, you have to do much better next time, and this season must be a success. Throw in some veiled threats about contract renewal, that kind of thing.
Ah, right, yeah. Well, consider me thoroughly motivated.
Good. Then my work here is done. Oh. Yeah. You know that was the wrong call out there today, Cal.
Yeah, I know.
But I liked it. He took a shot. I can relate to that.
Thanks, Dev.
Runs in the family.
Could you take a look at this, please?